Hello, my name's Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. The website is teamchicago.tv. Today we're going to get some of the highlights from the Peoria National. That's right, dirt track racing, national championship, AMA, some of the top dirt trackers in the entire world are right here at Peoria. So we're going to show you some of the racing action, some of the finals, some of the heat race stuff. We're going to fit it all in 6 or 7 minutes. Remember, teamchicago.tv for more information about Team Chicago. And let's check out this racing action from Peoria.
The first expert heat race. Looks like Henry Wiles. Henry Wiles going over to jump. Right with him is Jake Johnson, Sammy Halbert, Aaron King, Mark Weedman. But Henry Wiles, 5 times winner out here. I believe the first 3 times he won on the Mac Daddy Racing Honda. The next 2 times on the Kawasaki after he split with my friend George Mack. But Henry Wiles, a great rider. In fact, in qualifying, he turned a 27.541, which is almost a half a second faster than Byron Smith, who had the second fast time. Second expert heat race, jumping out front, like second fast qualifier. Byron Smith, but right with him, Sean Russell, who was a 5th fast qualifier. Sean Russell qualified for 28.096. Oh, rider down.
The rider down.
Number 27.
National number 27.
27 is Robbie Peterson on the Yamaha, Illinois rider. But he was okay. He made the restart. As we see the restart, jumping up front. Got Sean Russell on the Kawasaki. Right with him, Brian Smith on the Kawasaki. Sean Russell on the Honda. Up front, making moves. Looks like Luke Gone and Johnny Lewis are on the gas. They head down the front straightaway. 4,000 to 5,000 spectators at Peoria. Up front, Sean Russell on the Honda. Second place, Ryan Smith, but right up there is Johnny Lewis is on the move. So is Luke Todd on the Yamaha. We would see this battle for second, third, fourth place as Sean Russell stretches his lead. But Sean Russell that has the hot hand out here at Peoria. Johnny Lewis got that second place pretty well tied up. Luke Goff on the Yamaha is moving up to third place as he gets by Brian Smith. J.R. Schnabel's running in 5th, but he will not make the transfer. He's going to have to run a semi. And now we're going to look at the action in the third expert heat race. Up front, it's Jared Meese jumping out front. Joe Kopp, former national number 1, number 3. Kopp is right there. Michael Kinnis, Mickey Kinnis from down under is third. Chris Carr's right there. Jesse Janish is right up there in the top 5, but Jesse's got to finish in the top 4 if he expects to make it into the program. Jared Meese, Joe Kopp, battling up front. Mick Kinnis and Chris Carr battling for third and fourth place. And it is Jared Meese going on to pick up the win. Third expert heat. Joe Kopp is second. Mike Kinnis down under is third. Chris Carr, multi-time winner out here at Peoria, along with former national star Steve Moorhead, who now works for the AMA, looking as they prepare the track for the final event at Peoria Race-Grounds. Final event, 12 laps. Pro Motorcycle, Superstore, Pro Singles. Up front, it is J.D. Beach. Right with them, Brad Baker. They have been added for 8 laps. Leading. Oh no! J.D. Beach goes a little wide. Moving up in the front, it is now Brad Baker. Brad Baker from Washington, getting by this Kentucky rider. 12-lap final at Peoria Race-Grounds. Peoria Motorcycle Club, one of the most famous motorcycle clubs in the country. This annual event. Moving on the outside, white lap, 1 lap to go. It is JDB getting by Brad Baker. Jeffrey Calvert is third. Tiger O'Hara is fourth. William Canto fifth. Curtis Lee sixth. The JDB got the hot hand, got the fast line around Peoria as he goes on and pick up the win. And now we're going to talk to Henry Wiles.
The track was real wet to start out with. They didn't think they were going to get it dry, but I told them yesterday when they were going around it with the grader and the disc and everything, I said, don't dry that track out too much. So now that's where we're at. The track's too dry. It's got a groove on it right now, which I don't think is a very good track for the Peoria fans and for a racy, race. Groove, one line. This thing's totally one line, so, this isn't the 80s or 90s anymore. We ride motocross bikes, so the frame bikes and on this groove doesn't really, doesn't really make for that good a racing.
So what's your preference out here?
Well, I mean, a hooked up track I think makes for the best racing, and it was hooked up earlier when it was just flat, but I think now what they're probably going to do is dig it up a little bit and put a lot of water to it so we keep the dust down and make for some good racing.
Thank you, Henry Wiles, national star and a genuine nice guy. As we wait for the start, 18 riders line up for the AMA Pro K&N Filters GNC singles final. Henry Wiles on the Kawasaki jumping up front. Right behind him looks like Jared Meese, Sammy Halbert, Johnny Lewis as they head towards the most famous jump in motorcycle racing out here at the Peoria Motorcycle Club Race-Grounds. Up front, Henry Wiles on that Monster Energy Kawasaki, Don Kawasaki. The field goes by J.R. Schnabel, struggling at the back of the field. He suffered a broken leg earlier this season. But Henry Wiles has got this track dialed in. Picking up 5 wins, 3 wins on the Mac Daddy Racing Honda, and now with Kawasaki, Henry Wiles out of Michigan on the Kawasaki. 1 lap to go. White flag flies for Henry Wiles. Second place, Jared Meese. Sammy Halbert is running third. Jake Johnson, fourth. Fifth place, Johnny Lewis. Sixth place, Sean Russo. Seventh place, Joe Cobb. Kenny Colbert, eighth. Ninth is Mike Kidness from Down Under. And 10th place, Chris Carr. Henry Wiles picking up his 6th national. He is the Prince of Peoria for the new century. The fans love Henry Wiles as he shakes their hands, does a donut on the back straightaway. Don't forget TeamChicago.tv. That's right, www.teamchicago.tv. And that's it from Peoria.